And it looks like we are live. So transitioning screen. Is everybody all right? All right, let's try that again real quick because apparently OBS had reset its audio to my television set.
Yep.
Yep.
Whoops.
There we go. There we go. It's coming.
Wow, I was on TV.
Yep, you were on TV. I was wondering
Let
why
me pull,
everybody
check
sounded
that off my list.
everybody sounded muffled. I was like, wait, hold on. That's the TV, not anything else, and the audio wasn't being picked up. But we're coming through now. Let's see. Mularn will jump in later. He said he was going to be a minute. But last game, the party had made their way to the Cathedral in Kroth and saved some Woven Branch guys. Smartass to some Woven Branch guys. And heard some noises upstairs coming from where a vampire fled from them. So that is where we pick up. I believe the party was about to head upstairs.
Yep.
Hiram is sprinkling holy water on his hammer.
All right. Let me get a marching order real quick so I can set up y'all's next map.
I'd be up at the front.
Second to last.
Dude's like trying to stand next to Malak and hold his hand because he's a little scared.
Fill out.
Hiram will be up front.
I have
Peregrine
tiny
will be in the
hands, so
middle.
I only hold like your pinky and ring finger.
Yeah, you do.
Now, real quick question, DM. Do I feel anything on Mulak's ring finger?
What hand are you holding?
Yeah, which hand?
I'll send to you right now what hand it's on. How do I do that?
In Discord.
Oh, that'll work. Okay.
So, which hand are you holding, dude?
Wait. I haven't sent it yet.
You know that me as a player, I always like to just let luck decide what's going on. So I'm gonna say evens for right hand, odds for left hand.
Okay.
Evens it is, right hand.
Give me a perception check.
Oh boy, I think I'm just okay at these. Not today though.
You don't notice anything. You're holding more towards the bottom of his fingers anyway.
Yeah. I just wanted to see.
Alrighty, so I'm going to change our map for us. All right, can everybody see?
Yep.
Not yet. That's coming.
We're still level 6, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Dude, do you have sight?
Yeah, I can see.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, I got vision.
All right, just making sure that I updated the tokens right. So y'all are coming up the stairs. You can hear the sound of fighting coming from the north of you. Also, the front line of folks coming up can see that there are several dead bodies not too far from you.
Oh, great. Well, we're going in the right direction.
Yeah, that doesn't seem good.
Let's see. What is everyone? Can y'all see this dude? The two of you that have dark vision?
I can see that there is a token there, but I also have like a
Yeah.
killer.
Yeah, I can see it.
Peregrine can see it at the edge of her torch a little bit.
Okay.
Good. Yeah, I can see him.
Hey, I think we got a Nox.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
It's all right. So, yeah, the folks there in the front, you can see that there is definitely a dead body, and then one that is writhing a little bit, but only on the upper half.
So busy. You can't even express it.
Only on the
They've
upper.
all been messaging me.
Okay.
Like the legs are not moving.
So that's why you shut the room down.
What is that? What am I hearing?
Oh, hang on.
I think Nox forgot to be on push to talk.
Ah. I was looking for like a pop-up ad or something.
I think one of them's still moving.
Here I go.
Peregrine's gonna go with him too. Take the torch. Try to see.
Sir, are you all right?
As you look down, he is just blood is gurgling out of his throat, and you can see that the lower back is bent slightly unnaturally versus the rest of the body. It looks like what's your passive perception, dude?
$13.
You're more distracted by there's a dude on the ground gurgle vomiting blood.
I can kind of see a token going through the door from my position.
Well, I am going to give this good gentleman here
Yeah, I don't think he's okay, dude.
a little bit of some heathen word.
Okay. He seems slightly better, but those legs are not changing much.
Oh, okay, definitely have line of sight that person through door.
But he's alive. Your faith can restore you later. You sit right here, bud. You're not in danger of bleeding out now. I know everything sucks and it hurts, but you know, your friends are here. We're here to rescue you. I'm just trying to comfort him.
Okay.
That was super inspiring, dude. I'm sure it's gonna help.
Arvax, you can see the back of an individual ahead of you, wearing a slightly different tinted armor from the rest of the woven branch that are there, but very similar in make. And you see every so often a red tail flick.
I can assume this is the tiefling that we saw before.
Might be a safe bet, but you can also... What's the edge of your dark vision there, Arvax?
I can see... I can barely see that somebody's over there.
Okay, you do hear that there has been there is fighting that's gone on in there. You hear growling and hissing as well.
I'm gonna move up to the doorway. Ah!
Yeah, now we're going to need to roll initiative if that's what you're walking into. But let me catch up with everybody else. Tarl, what are you doing?
I'd moved over there to check this person that's laying on the ground, and I could barely make out a portion of the guy that was just inside the door.
Okay, the woven branch ahead of you is dead with his throat bit out.
I'm going to stand fast for a second since the doorway is blocked.
Okay. Peregrine?
She was following along with dude. So she'd be about right here, but she didn't follow Arvax yet.
Would we still have temporary hit points we got from dude last session or no?
Y'all ate it right before you went into the cathedral, correct?
I don't remember what gave us the hit points.
Yeah, we ate just before we left camp and went to the cathedral.
So you would still have some time on the temporary HP.
Cool, just checking.
So Peregrine, what you can see is that there is a dead woven branch, severely injured woven branch with legs askew from the rest of the body. And can you see this one right here?
I can, yes.
Yeah, another dead one with its throat bit out.
Boy, these guys got fucked up. And this one here is still technically alive, right?
Yep. Just what's your passive perception?
16.
You notice that about 7 feet up, this this kind of ossuary statue,
Mm-hmm.
there is a very large, broken, chipped, and damaged chunk, roughly about the width of a body.
So he got flung into that.
Yep.
She's gonna lean over to dude and kind of talk quietly in his ear. I don't know if there's much we can do for this one, dude. We may need to let him go. And she's gonna point up at the big like crater in the thing where he got thrown into it.
I would agree with you if we were working with today's like medicinal herbs and such. But I called on the power of the weave, and this man is 4 steps closer to life than he was when he hit this thing.
For reference, where exactly are his legs missing from?
His legs aren't missing.
They're just really, really mangled.
It's his hips and legs are at a angle that doesn't look right for where his torso is.
I mean, dude, I don't know if he's even going to be able to walk after this, no matter what you do.
Yeah, no. We live in a world of magic, Peregrine. Anything is possible.
Does that work on him, Hewitt?
As the DM, I'm going to say don't waste the
Paralyzed.
Yeah. Well, paralyzed.
Paralyzed.
But also going with broken bones. Let me double check.
I mean, it just cures the condition, but like if his back's broke, he's paralyzed, right? Lesser restoration fixes paralysis. The wonders of magic.
Because I'm trying to look, because there's something about damaged bones and limbs in 5e.
If you're talking about like regrowing a limb, I think that's the heal spell, or
rejuvenation, or I think is what it's called.
Yeah, the regrowing of limbs is a higher spell. This one is supposed to take care of issues that, such as this.
Nope, this is Lesser Restoration's wheelhouse. I thought it might be a greater restoration.
don't waste the spell slots, Matt. Right? No, we just brought this man from the brink of death, and he's gonna walk again. Peregrine, do you see what I'm talking about? It's the power of magic. I want to do that like SpongeBob thing where I put my hands together and then open them up like a rainbow above my head.
Oh, Lord.
She's gonna look down at you with
Actually,
like,
I got prestidigitation, so sparkly fireworks spell out the word magic in between my hands.
Mulak writes that trick down into his street magic
journal.
Yeah.
Peregrine's just gonna look down and slowly lean back and go, oh, okay.
All right.
Milan is going to look. I'm going to look at my brother and do the exact same thing. Like, dude, I can do that too.
So, since time is a factor here with what has been discovered, where are the twins doing?
Trying not to step in blood
and documenting my coolness.
and documenting coolness.
All right. So, Arvax, what you notice, let me make sure I got this on the stream right. This room is full of undead nastiness.
Yep. And I do still have Hunter's Mark on the vampire fucker.
Well, oddly enough, there is not a vampire fucker in this room. Just
Oh, is that not him? Ah, shit.
no, there's vampires, just not vampire fuckers, unless somebody in the party has not told me something.
You know what I meant.
Is there a fuck mothering vampire?
I see him. My Hunter's Mark's still on him.
What do you need for that? Like a persuasion check? Or...
You need to be a plain-looking girl from Washington.
Shots fired. Anyway, let me pull up this list, and I'm going to need everybody to roll initiative, because I'm pretty sure Arvax isn't just going to step back out and close the door and be like, all right, let's go.
No, not herself. Oh, come on.
I know dude doesn't know this, but like,
Ah!
I totally wouldn't be helping this guy.
Son of a fucking mother. Fuck!
I mean, also, things have noticed you as Arvax walked in.
And of course,
Lord of mercy, man. You get in on it about like disappointment with your rolls.
initiative always sucks. It really sucks when you play the character
It
that
doesn't. It doesn't
did
suck.
nothing.
You're just a cleanup.
Yeah.
You're a
You don't
paladin.
need to go
Clean things
first.
up.
You're a
It kinda-
tank. All you gotta
it
do is
kinda
get up
sucks
there
when
and
your character's the one that runs into the situation, doesn't get to act till everybody else has.
You just are distracted.
Of course, she's blocking the door so nobody can get through.
That
You
that
can
you
is
get
can move
past
through
friendlies.
friendlies that have all difficult terrain, can't you?
No, we just move through friendlies.
I believe it's supposed to be a difficult terrain.
I
We
know
never
for
did
you,
that.
you don't have to worry about that being a halfling.
I don't. It doesn't affect me.
We never do it as difficult terrain, though. We just say, I move over so that they can get past me. Oh my god, all the way at the bottom.
You don't go absolutely last. But I got to go back and add everybody's turns.
Oh yay, the shadow things did worse. Never mind, now they got a 16.
Malak, what's your dexterity?
Actual dexterity or modifier?
Your actual dexterity.
17.
17. Malak actually goes before dude
All right.
because I've got a 16. Dang, I'm not used to losing to you at dexterity.
I did not expect to have that much dex, but being an elf kind of changed that up.
Okay, so our order is starting with Mulak. Sounds of fighting, lots of blood. Pretty sure Arvax yelled something back.
Yeah, probably.
I accidentally muted myself. I guess I'll just start meandering towards where Arvax is. So I can go 5, 10, 15, 20. Whoa, there's a dude right in front of her, huh?
Yep.
I will.
The one in front of me is Woven Branch.
I don't know that. I will use 3 sorcery points out of panic. And cast haste duplicated onto Peregrine and Arvax. and then take 5 feet diagonally this way to get out the way.
Cool. Thank you.
And that's it.
Okay, go ahead and put a, I think it's a sneaker token on your tokens to help us remember y'all got haste. Dude.
Let's see. Okay, I can't see very far up in here, but I can see this. Can I free action ask Arvax a quick question?
Yeah.
Where are they, Arvax? Point!
I point straight forward at all the bad things in the room.
Can you give me a ping in the general direction?
Ding,
Right there.
Ping.
All right.
ding,
Cool.
ding.
I am going to
Plus
pull
3
out
more.
some. I'm going to reach into my pocket and I'm going to pull out a handful of these swirl peppermint candies and cast Hypnotic Pattern. We got a 30-foot cube. Okay. So let me draw a shape.
Were you aiming more like this? Where were you aiming the square?
I'm trying to get it the right size. It's supposed to be one bigger. That's 25 feet.
That way?
Because it needs to be 30 foot on each side. But I want the one corner of it here.
You're saying put the
The
corner
bottom
on-
left corner right here
Uh-huh.
on this guy and have the rest of it going back over this way.
Okay.
And I'm going to cast that Hypnotic Pattern at
Okay.
DC 14.
DC 14. All right. Yay, that's the damn near everything. Start with doggos. That's a no on the doggos. That's a no on the ghouls. Okay.
Did I get everything? Haha.
You hit almost everything, but there's a couple things that are immune to being charmed.
And that's all my movement. And I'm going to look over at Arvax and I would say, good luck. If you hit them, they'll wake up. And I'm just going to kind of like roll myself into a little ball and be scared.
That clears the path a little bit to the big one.
All right, Mularn.
Is it suffice to say that Arvax is very, very mad and really wants to smash this guy in the face?
Yes. I quite like smashing the bad guys in the face.
I'm gonna cast Enlarge.
Yay! I got it for once.
Hold on. Yep, there we go. Okay. And you push the shepherd out of the way. Anything else you were doing, Mularn?
I think I'm gonna move up here next to my brother so that I have a little bit more of a. I'm gonna take another step back, and then yeah, that'll be me.
Alrighty. Devil doggos don't do anything. They are just distracted by the good old swirling peppermints.
Dreams of sugar plums, man. Dance in their heads.
Damn you. What the hell are you doing, map? Okay, so y'all watch as dude, you don't know him, but Arvax remembers this guy as Shepherd Dreyfus.
Okay, it was a dude. I can't remember if it was a guy or a woman.
The kind of a bit of an asshole that y'all
Yeah, I remember they were a bit of an asshole. I just couldn't remember who.
I definitely remember him.
I remember that he was an asshole.
and he is going to run forward and take a slash at that vampire dude. 20, 18. So 9 slashing, 6 slashing, and he is dropping smites into both of those. Now, help me remember, if it's undead or a fiend, it's
an extra D8.
Yep. So that is an additional 24 radiant damage on top of that. So you just watch him run up in an elvish, let out one of the nastiest curses that any of our friends that speak elvish have ever heard. And coming from a churchman, it's a little bit surprising maybe. But yeah, just drops that right on that vampire right there. And yells, "Focus on them!"
Yep, that was the plan.
Actually, don't hit anything that looks stupefied right now. It'll stay that way until you hit it.
Noted. Tarl.
So Jackass is the one that just did all that crazy stuff?
Yeah, he just dropped a smite down on that vampire. Okay, let me check the stats on some of these guys because they're
Why would you?
they're incapacitated.
Yeah, they fail.
Incapacitated, and incapacitated creature can't take actions or reactions. I'm going to say that if you're incapacitated, you should technically fail a save, even if it's not written down, because it doesn't make sense that you would. So, let's see. Let me double check these guys' CRs. What is your CR difficulty set at right now? You're level 6, so it's half or lower.
Yep.
Okay, well, none of these are a half CR, but since they failed, they're supposed to use their movement to get out of there, but they're still incapacitated, so would that wake them
That's
up?
where the destroy dead comes in. If they can't make their save, they're destroyed.
Only if they're a half CR or lower. Once you get to 8th level, 1 CR or lower would be destroyed by failing. So they're supposed to flee, which I would say would snap, but they didn't take damage. But I'm going to say if they're being forced to flee, that they are going to be awakened, and they're just going to have to spend their turn actually GTFOing. So now I got to roll for vamps. Huh. I'm rolling like hot garbage. What's your spell DC, Tarl?
14.
Yeah, rolling like hot garbage. So that's going to be fun. Is there anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Clearing the damn room. Vampires are going to... One is going to jump out of a window. This one's going to do the same. But Dreyfus gets an attack of opportunity. Which will hit. Okay. This one. Let's see. What's he going to do? Wait, what's the range on that cannon?
30 feet. The one in the back's not in there.
Okay. Let's see. He is going to motion his hands.
And drop dead?
No.
It'd be a whole lot cooler if you drop dead. I'm just saying.
Does a 17 hit your AC cannon?
Negative.
You watch as a bony hand shoots up out of the ground to grab you. And doesn't. And then he is going to evaluate his situation. He is also going to jump out a window.
Oh, you fucker!
Arvax, all the vampires have now fled.
Motherfucker!
There are some terrified shadowhounds and ghouls in here that have not fled yet.
That's no fun. And I'm pretty damn sure I can't fit out the window right now.
Nope. But there are still baddies in here.
Yeah! I still got Hunter's Mark on that other bastard.
I believe wholeheartedly that you could Kool-Aid man through that window. I'm just saying.
Yeah, but I don't need to go after 3 vampires by myself. So. Alright. Heading over there. I know my token's real big, but am I actually in range of all 3 of these by me?
Yeah.
Okay. Ghoul first.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits.
And that also is going to get a D4 because I'm enlarged. Hang on. It's a D4, isn't it? Yeah, 1D4
Yep.
extra.
Add. You're going to be rolling 2D4 since you critted.
Sorry, my roll 20's being double.
Nice. Still up.
Okay, that was what? 17 damage on it. Alright. Gonna second attack.
Yep.
Back.
10 will not hit.
Oh, what the hell? Extra action. I'm gonna try and hit him too.
20 will hit. He dead.
Wahaha. I
Nice.
was hoping I'd be able to hit the doggos too, but oh well.
The second strike you hit the ceiling, not
Ah, not used to being this tall.
Peregrine.
Let me see. I couldn't really see much because I was in the other room, Arvax. Are these the doggos you mean?
Yeah, the black shadowy things are the doggos.
Okay. She's gonna drop the torch on the ground and swing two-handed at the doggo.
How's it going there, brother?
Hits.
For 12, is it still up?
Yep. Barely.
Still up.
Mm-hmm. Barely.
She's gonna pick up the torch and bonk it on the head.
Okay. It's still up.
God damn it. Well-
It's also not happy. This ghoul is going to go out the window that its vampiric master was all about. So it's gone. The other one's dead. So I'll remove them from the turn order. Back to the top of the order with Mulak.
All right. Is there still fighting going on that I can hear?
It sounded like a dog got smacked in the face with something.
All right. I'll move right there. That was 15 feet. And then I will just toss a chromatic orb of acid at this dog right here.
And miss.
And then I'll back up behind dude and call up my turn.
Dude, this is now your turn. You just watch Mulak fling a giant ball of acid and miss.
Well, first guess I'll drop concentration on that hypnotic pattern once everyone's out of it. I'm going to run up over here next to Peregrine, and I'm going to pull out my chef knife and stick this dog.
A 18 will hit. That is just enough. As you thrust the knife in, it just explodes into this big black poof. And then nothing is left standing in front of you, dude.
That's spooky as shit. And I guess I'll end my turn. Everyone's running away.
Mularn?
All right. I'm gonna just kind of mosey up over here next to my brother, and I'm gonna cast Ray of Frost at the last doggo.
Okay. That'll hit. So that is 8. Okay. Anything else?
Just a quick question. There's a crypt in the middle of this thing, right?
It looks like there's something there.
And is that the same type of dogs me and Peregrine saw?
They are very similar, yes.
Okay.
So, it's taken damage, which removes the turn undead feature because it's hurt. So, it is going to do Smog Breath, which is a 15-foot cone. Actually, no, it's got somebody right next to it. It's going to just bite. And it's just biting onto a shield and starts growling and buckles down where it's at. Let's see. Dryfist has 1 attack hit. All right. Tarl. $26 hits. Strength save, correct?
Yes.
It failed, so it's got frost going up it. Now, is this the first time since the long rest, or is this the third time since the short or long rest?
I believe that's the third time.
Okay. A 15 will hit because you have advantage against it, I believe. So, alrighty.
That's it for me.
Barely holding on. They're gone. They booked it. So, Arvax.
Is it just that one's left?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna try and whack it before I move.
16 hits. And it's dead. It had 2 HP.
I whack it, and then if I went over to the windows, they jump out of. Can I like see where they are?
You can see large bats moving off in the distance.
Where does it look like they're headed towards?
Give me a perception check.
And I have advantage on that because I have Hunter's Mark on that one. So I'm focusing on the Hunter's Mark on that one.
Okay.
Oh, well, that wasn't much better.
Well, every so often there is a little bit of a part in the mist, and you can see off in the distance there is a red keep. It looks like a small fortress, maybe 3 stories tall.
Had
off
we
in the
noticed
distance.
this before?
Nope. You've been down in the mist this entire time.
It looks like they're heading for some kind of keep. Would I actually be able to Kool-Aid my way out the window? Like Kyle said.
If you want a Kool-Aid Man out the window and go after them, you can. Just give me a strength check.
I'm gonna look back at everybody. Do we need to do anything else here, or do we need to go after them?
I mean, wasn't there an artifact or something we had to find?
I
Hey.
mean, yeah.
Peregrine, doesn't this look like the dogs that we saw?
Yeah, it does actually. The ones that were kind of
Do
like the stonework ones, yeah.
Yeah, you think Shadow Man might be here? Or the Batman?
Oh, I remember that one. Maybe?
I'm pretty sure those were Batmen. They're bats now.
Well, this was like a man, but in bats.
Yeah, this wasn't a man that was a bat. This was a man that was in bats.
No, I mean they're a bunch of bats. I can't tell if there's a man in them, but just saying there's bats flying away, not.
Can Peregrine move to the window and try to look out and see if she can tell?
Yeah. Give me a perception check. No, they're just giant bats.
She's gonna call back to Malak. These are just bats, but they're really big. Might still be related.
So should we go after that now and come back later for whatever the thing is we need?
I mean, I don't know if we can keep up with bats.
No, but we know where they're going.
What's the commander of the guard say? What were y'all doing here? What's here we're supposed to be doing something for?
And you see Dreyfus turn and look at you. We were sent to we were sent to find out what happened to Kroth. It's been a weird time loop. I feel like we've been in this chapel for days, yet it was only minutes.
Yeah, you've been gone a while, because part of the reason we're here was to find you.
He turns and looks and sees that most of the detachment that's with him, good, they survive. I left some of them downstairs to try to secure the location. When we got here, there was nothing here.
Yeah, that's these guys.
Then one of the Woven Branch. We lost Hector and Gawain. They're out there.
I saved all I could.
Well,
Yeah, I saved one too. Nope, I saved the Tarl.
He just looks at you, Mulak, and he's like, you can see recognition on his face of, wait, you're the annoying one. But at the same time, it's quickly just changes back to relief that somebody came and helped. Because, like he said, he looks like he's been fighting for days. But he looks around. We came to find out what happened here and to secure the chapel and make sure the remains of the saint weren't desecrated. I fear that I'm pretty sure that is.
Oh yeah.
What occurred.
Oh yeah.
Is
That's
that, Is that what I'm assuming is the relic?
Yes, yes, her heart.
What?
Her heart.
These people are weird, Peregrine.
Like, literally?
Well, and he motions for his men to open up the sarcophagus that's in the floor. She's a saint. This part of her was uncorrupted.
That's weird.
He's just gonna lean back over to Arvax. I don't understand this religious stuff.
Hey Tarl, can you tell if it's still uncorrupted?
Oh, I probably could.
Well, you all know that this area has been. Let's see. You figured out that this area had been.
Well, the area itself
had been spoiled.
Has the heart been spoiled?
Well, once they get the sarcophagus lid open, you see that there is a corpse in there of a very tall, slim elven woman. And you can see that there was a spot in her chest that had been open. and there is no heart there.
Cool.
Yeah.
We're sounds like we're going to the Red Keep.
Pretty sure whatever we needed is with them. Oh wait, how long has it been since he cast haste?
About this time, it's worn off, and you're also back to normal size.
Ah, head rush.
Head rush and quick nap.
That was kind of fun.
But he looks at you. Well, this is what we have to go do now. Thank you very much for your assistance. If there are any survivors still back in town, would you please escort them away?
Yeah, no,
no.
we're going there too.
Yeah. That kind of ideal. Find it, return
Find out what
both.
happened, all that good stuff.
Yeah, our general scope of work for this job was find it, return both.
If possible. Or at least let them know what happened to you.
Who gave you this job?
Who's a prior?
You just see him look concerned for a second, then he just sighs. Well, I think I know the one you're talking about, and maybe it's not unfounded that she was worried.
I mean, from outside, I'm pretty sure your group's been gone a good minute. I mean, we've already. It took us how many days to get here? 2, 3?
3?
3.
Yeah.
We've been here too, so I don't know when you guys headed here, but considering they sent out basically a search party.
So you guys were lost a week and a half ago.
At least. So yeah, we're also gonna go fight the nasty bloodsuckers.
Plus, if we don't let this woman cut a vampire in half, we will probably literally never hear the end of it.
Yeah, I'm kind of itching for it at this point.
Yeah, I'm sure you get it.
He nods.
The people that are left are about as safe as they're ever going to be, and they're not going to come out until all this is gone anyway.
We should probably take a long rest and then work our way toward the Red Keep.
Well, let's go find those people that we left. The survivors, if we could get them together, these woven branch soldiers here can help to protect the civilians. We need to focus on saving as many lives as possible, right?
Dreyfus just looks over you. Wait, you're the little chef.
Yeah.
He just looks at all of you and seems very like, why did you bring him here?
Are you famous?
Kinda.
I mean, obviously,
wanted to tag along.
obviously, you're still alive, and his sandwiches are really, really good. Plus, he makes these amazing macadamia pancakes. Outstanding. Some of the best. It melts in your mouth. Get a little bit of a crunch with he grates the macadamia nuts. It doesn't just crush. It's fantastic.
And have you ever had fried catfish?
Yes, I have.
Well, you're gonna have more because we have almost a literal metric ton of it. So that's what you guys are going to be eating for a while.
The good news is no survivors are gonna starve. So let's go round up those nice people and you guys do the things that you're supposed to do, and then we'll do the things that we're supposed to do. And we're all gonna get out of this alive. Mutual respect and cooperation, right?
I have a question. Tarl, would you be able to reconsecrate the cathedral?
I can say a prayer to the god of Tyr and see if it would see if we could get it consecrated.
You just see Dreyfus stiffen at the mention of Tyr.
I will look directly at Dreyfus and go, "You wouldn't happen to have one of your clerics around, do you?"
He just gives you a look like you already know the answer to that.
Yeah, that's kind of not their god, though.
Any port in a storm, brother.
Well, this is the site of a saint, right?
Yes.
DM, do I know anything about this saint?
Give me a religion check. Anyone that wants to.
I will in a moment.
I have a +1 to religion. I'm a pally.
Angry orc elf girl.
Yeah.
So Arvax, no. Tarl, no. Dude, no.
Peregrine got a 19 and an 18.
Okay, got 19. Mularn, like you know there's a saint, but you never paid attention to that stuff in school. With a 19, Peregrine, you remember hearing something about a Saint Marlef, MAR''LEF. And that she was connected to blessing grounds for harvest.
I think this saint is related to like the harvest festival stuff, like the kind of knew some farmers that worshipped her, or I guess paid homage. Is that right? And she'll address that to one of the clergy people.
Dreyfus, this saints act as a intermediary.
Got it.
So we probably need to get her heart back to reconsecrate this place.
That is what I'm going to do.
Well, actually about that, I have some ideas. Just from like a management perspective.
Say that again, dude.
I said I have a few ideas just from like about how we're going to proceed, just from like a management perspective, like things maybe you haven't thought about, Mr. Dreyfus.
Tyr tells him, or Hiram tells him, would you rather consecrate the temple or leave it unconsecrated? At least for temporary, if I go through Tyr, I can get the temple back in good standing where good men can come to pray.
Something is better than nothing. So, but not in this room.
I was gonna say, I don't know if the Woven Branch guys look like they feel about that answer.
The Woven Branch do not like this. But y'all have also noticed that they do not like Dreyfus before when you've run into them.
Well, he's not an elf, he's a tiefling, so that was weird in the first place.
So he said not this room?
Not this room, but consecrating is a little bit is better than nothing, because two of you have already mentioned that to him. And you also see that he looks like he's getting ready to just go.
Well, Tarl takes out his bottle of holy water and he sprinkles holy water on the saint's body and says, I consecrate thee. And then he moves to the other room and continues the process.
So Tarl is going to go around spreading holy water with prayers to Tyr. What is everybody else doing as he's going through the building doing this?
Peregrine, where did we leave the kobold?
Out of character, the last time that I was involved that the kobold was there was back when we had him hide in a crate on some dock somewhere.
I think that's hilarious.
Kobold is with the survivors.
Yeah,
Is
we
he?
left him. Yeah, we left him. We left him with
No,
with
y'all left him in a barrel on the dock.
And that's why I shouldn't
We
try to play
did.
when I'm
We
on
did.
call.
We did leave him in a barrel at the dock.
Yeah.
He's
All right.
still with the survivors, just not in the same location.
Oh my no. Look, this guy didn't have a bad idea. There are survivors that are still holed up in the town. If the rest of your Woven Branch detachment goes to protect them, they'll at least stay safe. Obviously, you want to go to this keep too. So send them there. You go with us, and we'll all go fight the vampires.
As I've picked up on the dynamic between the Woven Branch and Dreyfus and the party, right? You said all this stuff was obvious.
Tense.
There's a very tense thing. And,
Can I roll something to try and see if I wrap my head around this properly?
Yes. Just give me a intelligence check.
On like it inside or
Insight. Go ahead with insight. Okay. You can tell with the 16, dude, that they've dealt with Dreyfus before. You also know that Dreyfus is a tiefling wearing Woven Branch armor, which is the military police.
And these guys are racist. Yeah, I got that. All right, cool.
It's very.
I just want to make sure it was obvious. All right, so
Right,
No, he's also a dick.
Yeah,
Or he was
doesn't
last
matter.
time.
None of that matters to me. Like you,
He was a
if
dick
you
to
treat
me
everyone,
personally.
well,
I was
kill him with
nice to him
kindness,
last
man.
time.
Kill him with kindness is what I'm about to do. I'm going to pull out a little compact mirror, put some makeup on my cheeks, and cast friends on myself.
Okay.
Which is going to give me advantage on all charisma checks. And who over here looks like they are the second in command to Dreyfus? Like if something happened to Dreyfus, they get promoted.
You're not noticing any other special insignia on them, so you might guess.
Look for the most senior member.
Telling which elf is the oldest elf is a little difficult because they're a little ageless. None of them really stand out as much older than the others.
Then I just pick this one here in the middle, and I'm gonna have advantages on charisma checks against him.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk up over here and I'm like, hey, so we found you guys. I know you guys are raring for a fight and whatnot, but our purpose really is to protect people. And if you guys were sent here to check on the town, then that means the well-being of the citizens of this town are important to you. Am I right?
He looks at you. Well, yes, that would make sense.
All right, so if we can't if we can't get this heart away from these vampires, then someone's going to have to get these people out of here. Because, people, there's children there, and children, they are our future. And so I think it'd be good if you guys stayed and watched all the, and collected up all the survivors and fortified yourselves and allow Master Dreyfus here to come with us. And I want to give, that way if we perish, you guys are still safe to protect our people, right?
He looks at you. I was following what everyone was saying to do, so I figured that's what we were going to do. But you're very friendly. I like you.
Thanks, man. You're pretty great yourself. Here, have a cookie. It's nothing special. It's like 3 days old. And I'm just going to walk away from it.
After a minute, while he's eating the cookie, he's gonna. Did he just use magic on me? One of the other ones just is not worth it. It was a cantrip.
Didn't use magic on him. I used magic on myself.
Let's see. Oh, you didn't have to make any rolls, did you?
No.
So, yeah. So I guess he wouldn't pick up on that. I was just reading because Fringe usually has everybody realize immediately afterwards what happened. So, is the consensus while Tarl is consecrating or blessing the building to gather everything up and move?
Tarl has said a couple times we should take a long rest, but do we have time to take a long rest?
Y'all took a long rest. It's been about maybe 2 hours or so.
Like, I'm good, but I don't know about everybody else.
I mean, this fight would have been a little harder if people hadn't yeeted the bad guys off the map. I love it. Like, that was really good use of control.
I mean,
Damn.
we could probably, we couldn't consider our walk back a short rest because we're moving, huh?
No, it wouldn't be a short rest. So is the consensus everybody wants to go back to the town? Y'all want to ditch the 6-pack of Woven Branch?
Well, is the town on the way back, on the way towards the keep, or is it in the opposite direction, or a different direction?
It's kind of like y'all went to the kind of like west of town, and this would be kind of to the southwest or southeast of town. Like, you would be closer to the mausoleum that Peregrine and Mulak were transported to beforehand.
So we would cross the town then.
You could stick to roads, yes, and do that, or you could try to just hoof it.
Do we want to leave them there? Or do we want to take them with us?
If they're going with us, then we're also dragging civilians with us. We promised those people after we finished up here, we were coming back for them.
Yeah, when we left, if we had a boat.
We're leaving.
We're not leaving the town, though, dude. We're still going to go fight the vampires. That's not leaving. We're just going across to the other side. The mist and stuff's still here. We told them we'd get them out of here when we were done. We're not leaving yet.
We can use their safe space to rest, and then we can complete our mission.
We've only been out 2 hours.
I'm not about the rest, but I want those people taken care of. There's children there. Send the soldiers to secure them.
Yeah, I think we can do. I think the best course of action at this point is we send the branch members back, and then Dreyfus and us shag ass and try to get to that keep.
No offense, but all these men here were basically useless in this fight. Why do you want to take them with us? It's going to take our resources to keep them alive. They can take care of the little easy shit, but we're going to fight fucking vampires, man. Like,
Arvax,
you're going to get these people killed.
Arvax leans over to Peregrine and says, just to her, I was kind of thinking meat shields, but whatever.
That's immoral.
I wasn't talking to you. I
not?
was talking to Peregrine.
Did I hear this?
What is your pass?
13.
I'm across the room, and I said it in Peregrine's ear.
I didn't see you move. All right.
As you yelled at, one of the Woven Branch guys just looks at you. We are still right here.
Listen, guys.
Tarl speaks.
Where's the one that was fucking paralyzed?
Kind of the one that's leaning up against the doorway. He seems super okay with the idea of not going and fighting anything right now.
Ask him.
Look, I don't care who stays with the people. I just think
let Tarl talk. Tarl's been trying to talk.
There's at least 4 vampires we've got to fight. We need a rest in order for everybody to be on our top game in order to fight these 4 vampires. One of them is probably more powerful than the 3 we just ran off. And my destroy undead will not work on them.
I was just planning on hitting him with an axe.
I mean,
By the way, Arvax, what's a vampire?
It was those creepy things that were controlling the other ones, and they suck blood and they turn into bats.
So standard spooky shit. Got it.
Yeah, undead monster things. Like, how does everybody look? Because I know me, I've used 1 spell slot and lost no HP. So
there's no way we're getting a long rest after we just woke up 2 hours ago. Get it out of your mind. We need to start traveling. Maybe we make some time to get to this place. Because these things left by air, and we're not going to be that fast on foot. So we need to start shagging ass in that direction. We're probably going to have to camp out before we get to where the fuck we're going, and we'll get rest then.
See, as y'all are arguing, you notice that the woven branch with Dreyfus are moving out.
I've been saying, let's go. So let's go. They can go to the city, and we're going to the keep. Let's go.
I'm following you guys. I don't know where we're going. And I'm not walking up front. I don't do stuff like that. I'm too pretty for that.
Arvax just rolls her eyes and starts heading out.
I 100%
Tarl
completely
takes up
understand.
the rear.
Okay, so y'all are going to go drop off the woven branch. Y'all do want Dreyfus to come with you. I mean, if you told him no,
if we don't have to go to the town ourselves, they can just head there. We can tell them where the people are holed up. We just want to make a beeline towards the keep if we can.
Dreyfus, are you with us or are you with them?
he looks at the rest of the woven branch. Go find the civilians where they told you where they were at.
And if you find a kobold in a barrel of rotten apples, please don't kill him. He is reformed. Yeah.
There is a very confused, concerned look, and then
If you see him, you'll know. It'll make sense.
And then you march off all the NPCs I really, really didn't want to have to come with us because I thought more of them would have been dead, but then I forgot y'all are level 6. So yeah, the Woven Branch will go back there. Dreyfus will tag along with you, mostly because he is obligated to go get that heart back. So y'all are going to just try to cut a direct path from where y'all saw, or where Peregrine and Arvax saw?
As the crow flies.
Okay, I need survival checks from everybody as y'all are going through the mist in a straight line through these woods.
Ooh, can I just ride on Peregrine's back?
Oof.
Could I consider the survival check tracking the one I still have the thing on, or no?
How long does it last for you to track them?
Well, it's up to an hour. Never mind. So it'd probably be off by now.
It'll fade off as y'all are moving. Let's see. Move.
Woo!
Knox.
Was that?
Roll survival. There
Nope,
we
it
go.
was Moose this time.
Oh. My
Yeah.
bad. I
yeah.
got the twins' names confused. So, let's see. Well, the good scores outweigh the bad. So, y'all are able to start making pretty good. You're making pretty decent time. It's still not fast travel. I mean, there's undergrowth and thickets and brambles, and the trees seem to get thicker. And almost it seems like every so often they might have moved in your way intentionally as you're beelining for this fortress. But you continue on for what feels like 2-3 hours, and if anyone tries to climb a tree to look at the keep, it doesn't necessarily look like it's that much closer.
Been going for 3 hours and it's still just there.
It doesn't look that much closer, no.
The hell.
Or walking through mist.
Yep.
Can I roll a survival or use my wanderer trait to recognize if we pass the same landmarks more than once?
Give me a survival check.
I'll assist her because I have wanderer too.
With the 25, several of the trees look familiar, but not necessarily. You don't know if it's the same tree or not, but it does look very familiar.
Could she specifically make a mental note of one particular tree and see if it pops back up in like an hour or two?
Yeah.
Arvax will mark it with a knife.
Actually, yeah, that works.
So you mark the tree with a knife.
Take out a dagger and I'll make an X on it.
As you do it, the tree has deep red sap come pouring out of it.
Are
that's creepy.
Are there any fireflies?
No.
That's totally normal. Looks like the tree's bleeding. That's great.
What were you gonna do with fireflies?
Follow them like in Breath of the Wild in the Lost Woods.
No, that sounds like a terrible idea. That's a good way to die by will-o-wisp.
I was about to say that sounds like following a will-o-wisp. That sounds awful.
He does have a point though. Is the wind blowing any particular direction?
No.
Damn.
And the fog is almost waist deep on most of our middle-sized players. Tarl and Dude are a little bit deeper into it. And it's starting to get cold. Like, unseasonably and unnaturally cold.
All right. How long have we been at this?
How long have we been since we passed the tree now at this point?
Are you mark the tree and y'all are going to keep going?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so how long do y'all want to go after
Yeah.
passing the tree?
And we've been going 2 or 3 hours. I don't know, maybe 30 minutes.
Okay. As you travel forward for another 30 minutes, you do see a tree with an X carved into it. But every time you come to it, it seems like you're coming to it at a slightly different angle.
All right. We're gonna have to come at this with fresh heads in the morning.
Wait, I gotta have a fresh head. I want to pull out the barn in a bag.
Okay. Roll me a d6 and let's see what you get.
A random boy band.
A group of 5 Githyanki, all wearing very tight leather pants and various shirts and 90s haircuts pop out. And one of them goes, "Hey man, you lost. So show me the meaning of finding the way."
Oh my fucking
Yeah, that's what I want you to do.
Oh, we can't help you with that, bro.
Fuck.
So what you're saying is that my brother opens a bag and 5 Githyanki that look like my brother jumped out of it and said,
Yes.
"Hey guys, y'all are fucking lost."
Yeah. Yeah, they did.
Are there any animals I can see? Any birds? Anything up in the sky?
No, and that slowly starts to become a little bit disturbing.
Damn.
What the
Well,
fuck
after
was
a minute,
that?
I'll have the pop-up
It was my frustrated growl.
Okay, I thought that was someone like just beefing it on.
I was like, so wait, and then I was like, I was gonna ask a question, but I don't actually have a question, so I just frustratedly growled.
So, Dude's gonna pop up the pop-up restaurant.
Yep.
Okay, so y'all now have a safe place to sleep. And what are you gonna make it look like on the outside this time, dude?
It looks like a bright orange and red flames on a white yurt style tent dome and a big chicken on the side of it.
Oh my
It's
God.
like a little chicken shack.
Oh, boy.
Oh no. It's gonna have a catfish on it. A catfish.
So y'all now have
And when you come in, I'm gonna have my KitchenAid frying catfish and hush puppies.
Yeah, I look at Dreyfus. You get kind of used to it.
Hmm.
Do you happen to have any insight as to how we're going to stop going in circles in this place?
Hey, I'm gonna ask, dude. Am I allowed to leave this for like a few minutes? Or am I not allowed? I don't know how
Yeah.
this works. Yeah. Can I walk outside of
No,
the
you can go in. You guys can go in and out of it. I have to be in it.
Well, yeah, the chef.
Peregrine's gonna be outside as well.
Yeah, I'm
gonna walk outside and just see if there's any, I don't know, patterns anywhere. Like, is there any distinctive marks on anything, or if I kind of angle certain things, is there like a clear pathway if I kind of move my head sideways? Or
Give me an investigation check.
ooh, I'm not good at that. 15.
You think you see a pattern for a minute? No, that's just the trees. One tree looks like it's giving the finger.
Peregrine's gonna do some hippy dippy shit and just kind of sit there cross-legged on the ground, like focusing and seeing if she can detect like any natural movement around her whatsoever, whether that be like leaves rustling, animals in the distance, like a breeze, just any sort of movement. And if so, try to discern if there's like a direction of any of it.
Okay, so you're trying to sit down and give me a survival. It's really unsettling, Peregrine, but no, nothing is moving near you.
If she were to light her torch, it's not waving in any direction. It's just still.
I mean, it burns.
I mean, yes, but
it occasionally, it'll flicker to the side as a small breeze comes through, but it also will be blown back the other way.
Okay.
I mean, also the mists have gotten a little bit thicker, but do this going around. Tarl, what are you doing at this point?
After Tarl finishes his 8-hour rest, he's going to go out and climb a tree, find the red keep, take his crossbow, tie a piece of rope to a bolt, and fire it in the direction of the red keep to have a line to follow.
Okay, so we'll resolve that when y'all wake up the next morning, because y'all are going to take a long rest here.
Well, I want to try one more thing before I go to sleep.
Well, I'm making sure that everybody gets a shot here before we move into watches and everything. So, let's see. Dude, you're just with KitchenAid cooking inside the dome?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, this is right before you all bed down for the night.
I want to ask Dreyfus if he has any thoughts on what the hell is happening.
We'll get to that, but is there anything else you wanted to do, dude?
No, I'm just making catfish for everyone, and I'm here for 8 hours.
Okay. You're asking Dreyfus what again, Arvax?
I just said, do you have any thoughts on why we seem to keep going in circles?
Because we've walked into a fairy story. I don't understand.
It's got to be something to do with like illusory magic, right?
I mean, in your line of work, I didn't know if maybe you'd come across something like this before.
No, I don't understand magic other than what I've been given by my gods.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious. Speaking of your line of work, a tiefling as a shepherd. That's not something you see every day. Any other shepherd I've seen or heard of, or anything above a keeper's only ever been an elf. So how does a tiefling get to be a shepherd in the Woven Branch?
He points at his ears that you see are very they're not the small, like most tieflings have more like a rounded pointed ear. His are more longer and elven in shape. Several of the features on his face are very elven.
Yeah.
I'm an illegitimate child of someone important.
Yeah. I'm not very good at picking up traits like that sometimes. No disrespect, just curious.
No, that's every day.
I mean, it's if you're not used to seeing a certain kind of person in a certain kind of position, it's sometimes just kind of surprising to see someone so different.
That's racist.
Not really. It's just you're literally the only not high elf looking person I've ever seen. Not that I've seen a whole lot, but
you realize there's more in the elf, that there are more than just elves in the Elfim order, right?
Oh, I'm aware, but I'm also aware that a lot of the people that are actually, the ones in charge are the high elves.
Yes, they're the ones that have been blessed.
Right. Yes, I'm well aware that there are people other than elves in the order.
Peregrine's gonna pop her head around the corner, like me,
Like her.
sort of.
Like her?
She's a new convert.
Working on it.
He is he's just gonna walk over directly to Peregrine and sit down next to you and pull out pamphlets.
Oh no.
Is this really time to proselytize?
He just ignores you at that point.
She'll look a little uncomfortable and kind of pull
That's
out like her totem. Go ahead.
Do you think?
Okay, she's just gonna pull out her token and kind of look over and be like, "No, I'm kind of good. I did shop around a little bit, but this is I'm kind of set. I know what I'm working with are always pretty cool, pretty cool."
He hands you a little scroll that has her symbol on it. I thought this would be what you were interested in.
She actually is going to open it and start reading it.
It is a very beginner level description of the faithful to RY.
Actually, what language is it in?
Common.
She is not then. She is going to pretend to stare at it intently though. And kind of like furrow her brow and like, put her fingers on her chin like she's really focused.
You don't know how to read, do you?
No.
All right. And he is now going to proceed to try to help you learn how to at least partially read this for the rest of the evening.
Works for me.
Okay, Mularn, what are you doing?
I'm just kind of taking stock of everything and just kind of sitting back and thinking.
Eating catfish.
And eating catfish. I mean, yeah, that's kind of a given. And trying to wrap my head around if I can come up with a way to circumvent this fog. If not circumvent, then navigate relatively reliably.
Give me a history check. knowing what you know, then you found those with the 2 Barovian coins in your pocket. The stories of mist and dark realms. There's not really a way in any of the spooky stories you were told as a child or anything that you've read about other planes of existence that denotes that you might be able to control this mist. You also remember that there are stories that the mist might have its own mind, not wholly connected to who's in charge of where you're at. The mist seems to be its own sense of evil.
Hmm. I'm gonna ponder on that for a while.
But with that, if y'all are gonna bed down for a long rest, you can.
I would like to try one more thing if possible. It'd
Okay.
take like a minute.
What you doing?
One, I want to go outside and cast detect magic on the mist.
It's magic. It's
'Cause
old.
when-
Is
it illusion?
You get wisp of illusion, but you also are getting wisp of something you're not 100% sure what it is. You get a little bit of a feeling back when y'all looked at that bone you pulled out of the crawdaddy.
I have that bone on me.
You get kind of similar vibes of this old dark magic that, like I said, there's a bit of illusion somewhere in there, but there's also, you can feel necromancy every so often, and then just sometimes pure evil. This is something big, this is something bad. But you already knew that this was not pleasant.
Now, one last thing. The Batman that I saw, did I get a good look at him?
Roll me an intelligence check.
16.
He was fairly well dressed from what you could see between the bats, and he had long hair.
I'm gonna, minus the clothing, I'm gonna alter my body and face and everything to look like what I think he might look like. But it'd still be in my own clothes and stuff.
You go with what you think his face looked like. It was, you really didn't see his face as so much. You just saw that he had long black hair and his fancy clothes, and then he was surrounded by bats.
And then I'll say, open up! Open up, mist! Does it go away?
It almost seems like the mist gets thicker to spite you right in front of you.
Alright, then I'll leave.
Crazy
not
kids.
leave, but go to bed.
I just
Crazy
leave.
kids and your smart baccarat and your hamburger sandwiches.
Before Tarl breads down, he's gonna go outside and sprinkle holy water toward the mist like a Catholic priest sprinkles holy water as he's walking down the aisles of the church.
You're sprinkling holy water out in front of you. The mist does not seem to be affected by it.
Okay, I'm going to take my long rest then.
All right, who's taking the first watch?
I will.
Peregrine will too.
All right, so give me those perception checks, unless someone wants to have advantage. Peregrine, you also can only see so far because you do not have dark vision.
I can assist.
I will take the advantage.
What's your modifier?
+4.
Mine's 6.
Really?
Yeah.
But you don't have dark vision.
Nope, but like it should cancel itself back out.
Like, which one is better then? Because I can see 60 feet, but you have a higher modifier.
You would basically negate the disadvantage she has by looking out into the darkness. And it would be a straight roll. She would give you advantage.
We'll do yours because probably the other way around for me it would just be a straight roll if you assisted me. So
yeah. All right, watch me roll shit. Hey, I was right.
You got a 14 because you had advantage.
Yeah, that's still kind of shitty.
Y'all pass the couple hours that y'all are on watch, the mist rolls in and gets thicker and then ebbs back away.
I don't like this stuff.
And
I don't like the fact that it seems to be living.
Yeah, it's creepy.
Every so often it looks like something might be in the mist, but it might also just be your mind playing a trick on you.
I don't like that at all. Anytime that or I guess while she's out there, Peregrine's probably gonna have like her torch lit over to the side so she can see just a little bit better, but I know it's really not gonna help with the mist, but just so she can at least see around herself a little better.
Okay. I mean, it's like I said, you're not sure if it's your eyes playing tricks on you as you look out in the mist, but it rolls in and rolls out. All right, who's taking second watch?
I'll do it.
Yeah, I would
me
like
too.
to point out that before he went to bed, dude shut the lights off on the restaurant and made the outside of the dome look exactly like the mist.
Just this kind of roiling gray
Camoed
swirl.
it.
Yeah.
Yep. Just camoed it, and then I'm asleep. I will not be participating in watch. I trust the dome.
So Mulak, you're taking the second watch.
Yes.
I'll take it. I'll take it with him.
Okay, so the twins, give me that perception check. Y'all don't see shit. Is there any interaction y'all want to have with each other during the two?
Of course, y'all wouldn't help each other. One of y'all could have assisted the other.
Why would I ever help him?
I like to think that we trust each other enough to not trust each other.
Nah, I trust you that you're doing a good job.
Yeah,
I was wrong.
As was I. So this mist is now and will continue to be a massive pain in our ass.
Yeah.
From what I can kind of piece together, this is old and mean and
it's grandma.
There's a distinct possibility that this thing is older than what we're chasing. And I feel like that could potentially work to our advantage. Anything? Nothing?
No. With y'all don't see anything.
Good talk.
Yep. Night.
Seeing Tarl, you're taking the third watch.
Yep.
Is anybody joining Tarl, or is... Oh, Dreyfus will be there with Tarl. Let's see. Motherfucking NPCs. Anyway, Tarl, Dreyfus is sitting next to you, and so you're a outlander that worships Tyr.
That is correct.
You're one of the newer dwarves, aren't you? From that new land? Off to the west?
Yep. My father was Hiram. Probably well known throughout the land.
I've not heard of him. I just know that a massive continent was discovered, 50 years ago?
Somewhere thereabouts.
At least you worship a tolerated God. Have you paid your tithe?
The man who hired us took care of our tithing for us. So yes, my tithe has been paid.
Good. Yeah, just dude letting out a tiny toot in the background that just it's one of those that if anyone does smell it, I'm assuming it's like got that slight rotten vegetation smell to it that's there for just a second.
Nope, catfish.
It's just...
Ate too much catfish. Lots of fried foods.
And then Peregrine lets out one that shakes the... Oh god, it just smells terrible now. The leftover smell of fried catfish and then the farts born from eating it.
No, it's the silent one that are deadly. It's just hers may have startled some people awake.
It shakes the floor, is what you said.
It shouldn't be too deadly, though.
I don't think it would be silent if it's a ripper that shakes the floor, is what you
That's
said.
what I'm saying, is dudes, that's the silent and deadly one. Or more silent. Yeah, it's just a big old foghorn. Get it? Haha, because we're surrounded by fog.
Damn it. But while y'all are talking, Dreyfus turns and looks out of the dome, Tarl, and then he taps your shoulder. And you can see that there is a blue light that seems to be getting closer to the dome.
What do you make of it?
I don't like it.
I don't like it either, but as long as we're inside the dome, we're safe. Maybe they're bringing the fight to us where we don't have to find the Red Tower.
I sincerely don't think that. What the fuck is with these GIFs that are being posted? I'm sorry, I just looked at Discord. Nearly shat myself.
I got him.
Damn it, Claire. Is this revenge for years ago?
Yes.
Christ.
I never forget.
Ugh, it's like that stupid animatronic at Spirit Halloween. No,
Anyway.
Spirit Halloween, right next to our store at the mall, there is a ratchet ass looking werewolf animatronic in there. This motherfucker literally goes off every 30 seconds, howling. And it sounds like it's just had better days. And I'm so tired of hearing it.
Anyway.
Is it worse than Bless the Range down in Africa?
Fuck you, Cannon. No. Okay, I need to say this because holy crap, there is a face group I'm on Facebook. You can only be a member if your name is Emily or Emily adjacent. And someone put a post up of what is some weird inconvenience or dumb thing that always happens to you, and I put the song Africa by Toto follows me fucking everywhere. 3 other Emilys. 3 said the same goddamn thing happens to them. It's always on the radio. It's always on the radio twice. It's on all the stores they go into. They hear it everywhere. Then there was one other Emily that spelled her name different, and on all 3 of our comments, she had to go in and put a link to the fucking song. But I think it's an Emily thing. I'm not alone.
I mean, obviously, it's going to take a lot to drag it away from you.
I hate you. And I know where you live.
Obviously, if you keep hearing it, it means you need to live the song in order to make things right.
Anyway, Dreyfus looks at you. The dome will keep us safe.
Oh yeah, safe as can be.
But Tarl, as y'all watch, you see this hunched figure that seems to be carrying a walking stick with a lantern on top of it, and they just sit down and on a stump and just seem to be staring at y'all and your dome.
Excuse me? Like it's watching us?
Yep. This small hunched figure with what looks like a lantern on his staff is just sat down and is staring directly at where the dome is, and Tarl and Dreyfus are staring right back, I'm assuming.
Is there any recognizable features that Tarl may
Give me a perception check, Tarl. The fog seems to be obscuring it, and other than you can tell it's cloaked, and it has this staff with a lantern.
Well, I guess we just watch it till the next shift comes on, and when we're done with the hut, we'll find out if it's still there or not.
I mean, it's sitting there watching, and it's going to watch until... I mean, y'all are the last watch.
It's been at least 4 hours since Peregrine and I did our watch, hasn't it?
Yeah. By the end of third watch, it will have been.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'll
be coming around as well.
Yeah, because elves only have to train, so I just wanted to say that I want to come out of it in time for me to make sure I have my armor on before the dome drops.
I would say you'd have enough time to dawn.
I'm
As people start waking up, Tarl is going to point out the figure outside so that they can see it as well.
The hells is that?
I'm gonna just kind of like, I'm not gonna go outside.
I'll make a circle, transparent, right in front of Milok's face, out to this guy.
I'm just gonna I'm gonna kind of look at him, and I'm gonna nod.
No response.
I'm gonna shake Peregrine awake.
What?
There's a creepy thing. There's a
What?
creepy thing outside the dome.
She's gonna turn and look. The fuck?
I don't know. It was there when I woke up.
She'll get up and kind of walk to the edge of the dome and kind of like press her face up against it and look at it. Can she tell if it's a person?
Give me a perception check. It's human.
Dude is gonna ignore this and start making breakfast and the treats that we're gonna have for the day.
Okay.
You said it's humanoid?
It is definitely humanoid, and it is definitely waiting.
As soon as I get everything set up, 8 hours is over with, the dome disappears out from around us.
So the dome disappears, the mist starts to roll in, and the figure is still just sitting on the stump with the lantern above it, just staring at you.
I'm gonna kind of walk forward, not terribly close.
I'm gonna be pretty close behind him.
And I'm going to look at him and go, so are you representative of where we are or where we're going? Or should I say, attempting to go?
No, little Lord Blightbloom, I am not.
He knows your name.
Yeah.
Well, then, who are you and whence came you?
And are you hungry? I'm making some pancakes.
The figure stands, and what you thought was a small, hunched individual is much larger than you initially thought, and it pulls back its hood to expose this long, gnarled nose, wizened face, and wispy blackish gray hair, and smiles a pointed, rusty, iron-toothed smile.
God damn
And
it.
looks at you. Oh, I'm your very haggy grandmother. I think we have some business to talk to. But yes, I am hungry. Are those pancakes?
Yeah, he does some weird shit with hazelnut. He grates it instead of just smashing it. It comes up instead of just like chopping it.
Why
he
are
actually
you
grates it
so obsessed with what I grate?
because it's good. And I've never thought to like kind of shave down hazelnuts instead of just chop. Normally people just chop them, so you get like really big chunks in it, and this just it's real smooth. You get a little bit of
Arvax reaches over and puts a hand over his mouth. Yeah, we're having pancakes. You want some?
Oh, it's very nice of you to invite me to them. I appreciate it. Also, tell your horny friend over there to put his sword down. He's only going to get himself hurt.
He's a grown man. He can do what he wants. Dreyfus, you want to play?
I'm just gonna look at her and go, this is quite possibly our only option in it.
Oh, you have many, many options, Little Bright Gloom. I think I'm the best one.
Yeah.
I serve her first because she's the guest.
So, as you all sit down to have pancakes with a hag, that is where we're going to end for tonight. And we will pick up with there next week of what it means to have a hag mother.
Oh boy.
Oh goody. Well, shit.
Yep. If you took the roads, no random encounters. Through the woods, one of 4 options. I rolled weird.
I mean,
well, fuck.
Also,
it is.
I gotta say, it is awesome that y'all completely obliterated those vampires so quick. Just no, get the fuck out of here. I was expecting a
Yeah.
fight. I was expecting
Would
a
you
fight
say
to be
that-
the majority of the game.
Wouldn't that be like a nice milestone for us? Would you say?
I would say it's not a level up yet.
Oh.
Anyway, I'm going to turn it over to Frey for our socials, upcoming events, and then I guess Knox will do our final sign off.
Alrighty. Well, I'm glad anybody watched this tonight, or if you are watching this on the replay on our YouTube, where you can find us both at Team Bonus Action, or at Team Bonus Action on Facebook. Now that it has stopped being apparently destroyed by some internal force, we are also on Twitter at @bonus_team. We have, I believe we're doing an epilogue game for Entity Killer Tales on Thursday. Sunday will be the second session of Miro's Into the Woods campaign, a Domain of Dread campaign. So look for that around 5 o'clock Central Time. We have, of course, we'll have the continuation of Holy Winds next week. We are currently working still on everything for Extra Life, which we have our fundraiser up, which I need to share the fundraiser on our social media more. Trying to think. We are going to have a whole lot of giveaways. We're going to have a whole lot of crazy, stupid games over that weekend. And I don't think we have any roundtables coming up, though. Do we?
Not currently, no.
I didn't think so. I think Does Devin have a game that he's gonna do or no?
Devin hasn't posted any of the information, but he is supposed to be the tail end, the last game on Sunday.
Okay, I couldn't remember if he had a game outside of that. So, yeah, we're working away at getting everything scheduled out and done and characters made and all that good stuff. Miro has finally gotten back his own computer tower that decided to try and set itself on fire a couple weeks ago. He just has to get it working again. But many thanks to Boss Kyle for letting Miro borrow his extra tower. And I think that's all I've got right now.
Well, with all of that being said, real it for those of you who are watching and have not seen our annual charity live streams or the videos from such, this thing gets ridiculous. I believe, kind of looking at the tentative schedule as it stands right now, we will be having it looks like we will be having a Crash Pandas game, and those get just incredibly stupid. It's
in the best
it's
way.
hilarious. Yeah, absolutely. It is hilarious. So we really would like as many people as we can to come and watch. If nothing else, it's entertaining for a while. But with all that being said, we appreciate y'all hanging out and spending some time with us this evening. Keeping, like Frey said, keep an eye on our socials for all the upcoming stuff. So until next time, folks, don't let your meatloaf.